It's really Cards here, and I guess this is my first step back into Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, I'll admit it. I may have let myself go a little bit in the last couple of months. However, this series aims to get myself back on track by holding myself accountable and by bringing in a reward structure to hopefully make myself a bit more enticed to just do those positive daily habits and while returning to Yu-Gi-Oh.
But this is the week 4 deck list. Way happier with this deck now. I went off 3 Blue Eyes last week with a heavy hand trap lineup. I ended up going back to 3 and adding skill drain and adding 2 Bestials. So I'm up now, and I could have Majesties or put it into the side deck. So I went. I've gone now up to 43 cards in the main. The reason being, until I get the Primate engine, I think having the 12 starters and not wanting to see the blue, wanting to minimize as much on blue eyes as possible, while also having access to it through Roar and Mausoleum as ways to boost, to trigger Maiden. I think while doing this on a budget, I need the payoff of Majesties. So I've gone back up to 3 Blue Eyes. As far as bricking on it goes, I feel like you way more often brick on just drawing multiple hand traps, as opposed to actually bricking on Blue Eyes. Because every time you have this card, it's just Majesty's fodder. And at least when you pitch it, you're actively doing something with it. You're using it as a name for Majesties. So I've not had an instance yet where I've bricked too much or bricked on multiple Blue Eyes. It's the reason I didn't want to stick to 40. So again, we're sticking to 12 starters, 1 master as a fetchable normal summon off Sage that can add back Sage and do the Sage target Maiden thing, or also just getting it to bring back Veilers. The glare is awkwardly hitting these 2 Veilers, but that is a place at Veiler. We are on 20 hand traps, so we've maxed out on Ash, Imperm, Nib, Ogre, Veiler, Droll, and then we played 1 Magnamut and 1 Baldric. It should be Druid Swarm. Obviously you would play Druid Swarm, however, because we're doing this on a budget, the 2-cent Baldric completely obliterates the €15 Druid Swarm, so for now that's where we're at. The Majesties I took out of the main and put into the side deck. I'm now starting 2 with the 3 Solemn Judgments. I just want to have as many blowout trap cards going first, as well as a skill drain, so that hopefully resolve combo, back it up with trap cards in the game. Then there's kind of a 2-week spell where I kept seeing Malice at locals but not playing against them, so I started in these, but I ended up putting in Lancias against Mermail, so that when he added the Mistral and the Dragoons, I was able to Lancia him. He ended up playing, and when I summoned Bahamut, I had Nib for it, so I'm not 100% sure how correct the Lancia was, but I just didn't want to get the Mermail comboed, so I was like, I want to go up to 23 hand traps, and it worked. So yeah, the extract does look ultimately unchanged. Indigo is still here, unfortunately. There's an argument to maybe play a second Tyrant because you can fusion with this, or I could go back to playing Ultimate Fusion. I'm playing a second copy of this because Tyrant is absurd. Sometimes you do have to waste it to put Blue Eyes in graves that you can trigger Maiden. So unfortunately losing it sometimes is a bit annoying, but yeah, that is the deck list. Again, 43 cards in the main. Yeah, full side next row, I think. Yeah, if anyone has any suggestions, again, please try and be wary of the the controls in this series, and that I'm limiting myself to a budget, so I don't want people recommending like, oh, just play mulch armies, just play triple barrel. I was like, if I did, they'd be in the deck. So any suggestions I really appreciate. So peace.
Okay, so after playing that list for locals, I ended up going 2-2. I lost to Branded and Raziel, which I just think are two tough enough matchups anyway. So
Okay, week 4 booster pack. So again, we're just gonna keep tucking along with Supreme Darkness for now. I think try and hit that barrel. It's the only like expensive card I guess we need. So I think the middle card's the hollow. I think. Anyway, we've got a Ween. Just irrelevant. Sulfador. Hallow to go with the Ween. Shout out Ireland for the festival. Zepthwing. We got one of the Mitsuguris. Just generic water support thing. Arcana Spread and like the Diabell. And another super. We've got the Argo spell. Argo Star Field spell. Again, I think the pack opening, I'm gonna keep going, but the only thing we can actually kind of hope for is barrel. So I'm not 100% sure. If anyone has any other suggestions, as far as getting staples go, by like picking up trusts, talents, and what's the other card expensive in Rarity 3? I think just IP. We could realistically just buy them. So I think like actually picking up the barrel and then going for the load reprint when that comes out, and then inevitably getting the drill beam. Again, I keep telling myself if I see a drill beam in person to just pick it up, because they're like 50 cents to €1. But alas, I've not seen one, so anyway.
okay, yeah, so I threw in a new column there, just averaging out stuff. So if you look at the week across on average, my protein intake is quite low, but I don't know, it's hard. I find it real hard while cutting to get that in there. But yeah, if we look here, total of 10 kgs down since we started. So I guess in 4 weeks it's pretty good. Without absolutely starving myself and then losing a bit of my muscle. So yeah. Sorry, this is a bit of a short episode. I've had a real busy week, and I just couldn't get around to editing this at any point in the day. So I left it till Sunday afternoon. So apologies about that, but I want to try and get back on schedule for next week. So anyway, peace out, guys. Cheers.